Hi guys, TSM here. Welcome back to the channel. So this week we've got two TLCs that require Garrison fleets. Some people I've noticed on the TFC page are unsure what to use, and they may actually have mistakenly got rid of some of the older Garrison hulls. The pack is sealed, which is obviously the one that gives you items for the Covenant fleet. Okay, that is definitely worth doing because there are limited weapons in there, the Seeker missiles, okay, and some armors as well, and obviously some build tokens which are helpful as well. And then enemy at the gate, yes, we're on OP 16 upgrade, okay, so there are in there some platform structure build tokens to get your turrets up to the next level. Bear in mind you can only stack 10, so just double check how many you've got stacked up before you go in to do this TLC. The fleet I'm using is this one, okay. Try to avoid using the Arc flagship because obviously it's got a buff to other arcs in the fleet, which means it'll give you a speed boost just for the arcs but not for the Triaries, so that means it'll unstack. So the fleet I'm using then is the Triarii flagship, okay, which has 4 Gale 4s on it, 2 standard Triaries which have 4 Gale 4s on them as well, okay, and I've got 2 Arc battle carriers which are full damage. That is my fleet. You can, and if you wish to, you can use crews, okay. You can use creeping death if you want to take the turrets down a little bit faster in the targets. You can actually use steel heads if you wish to just take a little bit less damage in case you make a mistake. Or you can actually use, believe it or not, silent hunters if you want to get quicker around the actual the turret clusters, get between them. And obviously, if you wish to as well, you can go ahead and use sea serpents. For this though, I'm actually not going to use any crew whatsoever. So the good news is obviously that both TLCs, as I've said, have got both the same targets. Okay then, so I'm in the mastery round of enemy at the gate, and I'm just going to show you the routes that I take. I'll speed up obviously some of the paths, just make it a bit quicker video, but yeah, it doesn't matter which one of the TLCs, whether you do the pack is sealed or enemy at the gate, it's identical targets. So here we are in encounter 1. I actually dislike this one because you can get caught out if you aren't careful. I tend to highlight this UAV turret here, take out the ships first, go up here, and then basically kite across this one, try and kite this one, take out the ships, and then come in through here. We'll speed it up and we'll see how we get on. So it's worth pointing out then, remember, stay stationary, okay, until the last rocket is fired at you. And also, your anti-rocket, your built-in anti-rockets, has an 8-second reload. So if you go into the ring and then go into another one before they have a chance to reload, you will take damage. It's not a problem with the ship. It's not a fault. It's actually you've gone into an area before you should have done. Now, if you're struggling with a turret and you don't want to sidle up next to it and take forever, you can highlight that turret. And what you can do then is just nip in and out of it. Watch, as soon as I fire a UAV, exit. And you can spin around in a circle and just keep popping UAVs, look. And you actually stay quite revved up. Other things you can do, you pinch them if you want to, with a small pinch. Or you can try and find that sweet spot so you take them out. But ultimately it doesn't really make a difference which way you do it. So long as you take them down, look, it doesn't take too long. Okay, as you can see, I was messing around with that last turret there, but just to prove the point that you can actually just dive in and out, and you don't take any damage as long as as soon as your UAVs have struck once, just exit. So we're on encounter 2, and I have a fixed path for this one. I hope yours is similar. So for encounter 2, that's the easiest path I find, going up round to the north here and then swinging back around, because it ends up taking out that UAV turret and you haven't got to try to take it out, and it's sometimes frustrating. Okay, so we're in encounter 3. There are various ways of doing this one, clockwise, anti-clockwise. I just go for the safest route possible, and just to keep it easy, I don't try and rush any ships, and I certainly don't rush any clusters. So encounter 4 is very similar. There are several routes you can take, counterclockwise or clockwise. I don't recommend going through the middle though. So this is encounter 5, and I prefer to do this one counterclockwise, really. It just works better for me. Okay, so that's the mastery round done then. 0 damage. Like I said, don't rush in. As soon as one of those clusters fires, stay until the last rockets come towards you. Make sure you've got 3 triaries, okay? And the arcs, don't use the arc flagship because obviously you'll unbalance your fleet. Crews, you can use them or not use them. It doesn't really make a difference. So, yeah, that's it. Both TLCs are exactly the same targets. I hope that helps. Any questions, then drop them in the comments below. Okay, TSM out.